Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike here, and today I'm going to show you how to use my new program that I just made. It's called Screenshotter, and I just recently released it last night, but not a lot of people know about it because I'm not exactly advertising it. Well, if you saw my video I put up yesterday, you can ignore these, you saw that I put up a video where I did about an hour's worth of dev time in about a minute and 30 seconds. So I'm going to play a little bit of this for you guys. So this is just about an hour's worth of me playing around with libgdx, trying to port the same tile grid classes that I used in LWJGL to libgdx. There's differences between libgdx, and I actually kind of like using libgdx better, but that's for another video. The point is, this entire video was made possible thanks to Screenshotter. Screenshotter is a free app I made in C#, so as a result, it is only available for Windows, but you can get it for free from my website here. I will link this very basic Windows 98-like website in the description. And I went for this look on purpose, and I went for the really ugly Windows 7 icon on purpose. So you just click download now. You might want to install the .NET framework if you don't have it, but if you don't have it in 2015, then you're crazy or something. Anyway, you click download and it downloads. It's simple as that. It's just a single exe. It's a really nice portable program. Now I already have it downloaded, so I'm gonna pull it up here. And you're presented with a pretty simple UI. You know, I'm pretty satisfied with this UI. So you have two options. You can either screenshot your entire desktop, or you can screenshot windows containing a certain string. If you just want to screenshot all windows, so it's like screenshotting, it'll just screenshot every window, which is what this wildcard character does. Or we could just do things that have the word screenshotter in it, right? So then you select the directory you want to save them to. I have an example folder right here. And then you select your interval, so between, I think it goes up pretty high. I didn't set like a limit. Yeah, you can have it screenshot every minute if you want to, so that would just be 60 seconds. My favorite one is 3 seconds. That's what I had it set for my hours worth of dev time in a few minutes. So then, oh yeah, you have to put in a valid path, and then you can hit start. Okay, so I'm gonna real quick make one, even though I already have one. Right, so we're just gonna screenshot everything that has the word screenshotter in it for 3 seconds, and we're gonna start it. Now, one thing I want you to notice is the taskbar icon I've created. So you can drag this out of the system tray, or you can drag this out of the, I don't know what it's called, the hidden section, and drag it onto your taskbar. And if you watch it down there in the corner, if I make screenshotter my active window, you can see every 3 seconds it flashes red. That's to indicate that it's taken a screenshot. So if we stop this now, we should see about 2 or 3. Yeah, see there's about 3 screenshots. So the way it saves it is it saves it by the string that you've given it, so in this case screenshotter, and a counter. It keeps a counter. You can reset this counter if you wanted to, so it starts back at 0. But I'm not sure why you'd want to do that. If you don't reset the counter, it's just kind of like a pause function. So you can see we have our screenshot now with screenshotter. It's not perfect. I've played around with these values, but this is about as best as we're gonna get it because of the p invoke calls I'm using. But it's not terrible by any means. Alternatively, and I prepared this example, I have a folder here where I just screenshotted my entire desktop for 17 times 3. Oh, I'm not good with math. 17 times 3. For a little under a minute. The less than a minute it took me to download download virtual dubmod, which I'll tell you about that later. So you can see every 3 seconds it captured a nice screenshot. I think 3 seconds is a sweet spot if you're gonna do like a time lapse or something. Alright, so there it starts over. So you're probably asking yourself, what can you do with these screenshots? Well, this is where this virtual dubmod program comes in. So I already have it downloaded on my desktop here, but you can get it, and I'll link this in the description, from virtualdubmod.sourceforge.net. You would go to downloads, and then you would click the virtual dubmod folder, and then the latest version here, and then you click this, and it's zip. So anyways, then you run it, And this program's kind of confusing at first, but you get the hang of it. You have to accept your license and stuff. Before we start virtual.mod. Okay. Okay then, so this is a pretty basic user interface. You're probably asking yourself, what can you do with this? Well, this is how I created the time lapse, actually. Pretty much what you can do with it is you can take your folder full of screenshots. Let's say start with the first one, drag it on, and it automatically imports all of them. You can probably faintly see these little ticks here. So if I play this, you can see it goes through all the screenshots. Now that was a little quick, so something you can do is go to edit or video frame rate, and you can adjust the frame rate here. So I'm going to change it to about 3 frames per second, so we can have it nice and slowed down. So I'm going to reset this back to the beginning. This is a little slower. I did about 15 for 700 screenshots from the hours with the dev time. So let's say we're happy with this and we're ready to export it. One thing you probably want to do is add a resize filter onto it. Now it's kind of interesting that it's in filters. So I just went to video filters and I'm going to add one, and I'm going to scroll down and click resize. Okay. So I'm going to resize this to 720p. Show preview. Oh, it stretches it. Oh well. Ideally, you'd want to do it in your native res. So, well, let me see what this does. No. Let me see. Oh god, that's bad. 1024. No, what if we do this? I've never played around with these values before, so I have no idea. Okay. Whoa, I think I broke it. Okay, well, ideally you'd resize it to, your native resolution or whatever. Like, I did the hours worth of dev time at 1366 by 768 and scaled it down to 720p, and it looks fine. For this is a rare case. Nobody uses square monitors really except me. So this is a rare case that I would go in and edit it in Camtasia anyway. So once you're happy with it, you're going to go to File, and you're going to go to Save As. And it's kind of interesting how it's F7. So I'm just going to click and drag this and make this a little bigger. What I'm going to do is save it to the desktop for this example. I'm going to save it as example. And I'm going to save it as an AVI file. In video mode, we're going to set to, oh no, we don't set video mode. So we just hit save, and it exports it. Right, so usually these files are a little big. So what I like to do, for example, if we go into here, see this is 67 megabytes for just, a few frames. Oh, I have to choose default program, don't I? I'll just do Windows Media Player. Now just for this, about 5-6 seconds it looks like, it is 67 megabytes, and that's a tad bit ridiculous. Now this is where I'd go in with Camtasia and edit it on and add music anyway. There are ways to do this in here, and I'm sure there's codecs you can mess with, but it's probably easiest just to go with this option and then edit it down in Camtasia after. This is what I did, and so then I'll just, Camtasia. So I'll just go and import media, go to desktop, grab this. Now from here, once I drag this onto the timeline, I can also, oh, Camtasia doesn't ask you to do that anymore? Okay, well either way, when I produce and share, and I set it to MP4 only, 720p, and I'll just save this to example again. I have such creative names, don't I? So it'll do that quickly. I'll open the production folder, and I'll go into example.mp4. You can see that shrunk it down from about 67 megabytes to 364 kilobytes. And if I play this now, which I think is going to open in VLC, which is no big deal. If I play this now, you can see it's scaled to 720p properly. Oh, it looks like it didn't do that right. It's weird. Okay. Okay, Camtasia. Huh. That is really weird. I've never had that problem before. Let me try that again. again. I'm gonna try open with Windows Media Player. Alright, yeah, see, VLC is just broken. So it's supposed to scale it down to 720p, but it didn't do a very good job, but that's okay. You can play around with Camtasia's settings too. If not, you can probably attempt to upload the raw AVI to YouTube like that, but yeah, I wish you luck with that. So anyway, guys, I hope that you find more uses for my new app, Screenshotter. It is a free download, and I will leave a link to it in the description, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So leave a like for some more content. I've got a couple ideas for new videos and stuff. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and until next time, guys, peace out.